Hi everybody, my name is Luis Vargas and now I'm going to show you how to create a grid and using stores also. Before everything, I'm going to give my special thanks to James Ward, this guy, the creator of WebJars, since just yesterday he added this one, Dojo Source, and also he added two grids needed for Dojo, GridX and Grid. Although I committed everything, I think that most of the credit from him. I'm going to use this GridX, and we also have the grid. Both are grids compatible with Dojo. They also have another grids that are extended grid and the original grid. I'm going to just to show you. In that case, let's go Dojo. Let's go to Dojo Toolkit. No, that one. Just Dojo Toolkit. Okay. Let's go. Let's look for Dojo Grid better. Dojo's grid. There are the grid, lesson create, Dojo and grid. I think that's one. Blah. Okay, there are too many. I'm not sure exactly which one is the one, but in the documentation you are going to find. Let's look for grid. This one, introduction to data grid. I think that's the. They have a great introduction to using the original data grid, but they also say that we should move from Dojo's data grid to the grid, and it's not in here, but I saw also another link that says that we should also use GridX instead the original Dojo's data grid. This one is the enhanced one. I think that there was another one that is not Dojo, not inside Dojo's, but I'm not sure. So if you want, you can use also. You can follow these examples, and it's pretty easy to do it. But in that case, I'm going to use GridX, which is the one that they recommend. Also, although they also recommend the grid, I prefer GridX because GridX also have what's the name, subgrids. Basically, you can move from one to another almost without changing the code, so that's not a problem to use any or the other one. Okay, so let's begin. So Java dependency, I'm just going to add the dependency to GridX. And here we go. This one is in my local because I create the pawn. I create the webjar. Basically, I create the commit for the webjar's code, so that's why it's being here. But we should go to the. Let's see if we can go webjar's Dojo. Just library. Here. And here I should put Maven and look for GridX or the GridX, and here we go. I just need to copy this dependency. I think that I should refresh my indexes, but I'm not sure how to do that. I should look in the internet how to refresh indexes of my maybe that's why I cannot see it in the list. dependency in here. Of course, I think that you can also use Bower or another JavaScript dependency manager, but I'm using this one because to me it's easier to maintain because I'm mostly a Java developer. And now to get it, I just need to build it. And that's also another thing. The IDE helped me. With Bower could be a little bit difficult because I'm not sure if NetBeans can have any support for Bower or for another one like I know that it has support for Gradle, but I haven't tried it. But it's also for Java developers mostly. What is the name for PHP? PHP is far. I haven't tried for far, and I doubt it that it has support for far. It's not far. It's the name is Composer. For PHP, the name is Composer. I doubt that NetBeans has this. Maybe it has a plugin, but I'm not sure. So here we go. This is the GridX, and again, how to use it? Just simple add to the index.html the URL where everything is being, or in fact not okay, yes, we need to add the style, the GridX style, link rel equal style sheet, and then href equal, and in here I'm going to say the same as this one. I'm just going to go with because it's too long. And almost the same as the before, but it's webjars GridX 1.3 resources, and then Claro GridX CSS, which is basically the URL dependencies. GridX is inside GridX 1.3, and you look for resources. Oh yeah, that's true. Resources Claro. Yeah, this is Claro, and inside is the grid CSS file. Just for this is okay. And also we need to add the package that we are just adding. In that case is GridX name column, and I'm going to say GridX, and location is location href plus webjars slash GridX slash 1.3. As you can see, only for Dojo we need to add this script. For the other libraries we don't need it. Yeah, we don't need for the other libraries because this one is the one that contains the function required internally and create that function, and that's why it's been required here. And now how to use it. Previous tutorials we created, I just commented okay, doesn't matter. We just created using a program in a programmatic way, so I'm going to follow that, just the last tutorial to do it. And I'm going to say in this views app views, I'm going to add it to the first view, to the main view. Later I'm going to create a new view called grid, but I'm going to add it to the search tab, which is the right tab. that says children, and here we go. In here I also need to import that dependency or require that dependency, so I'm going to say app digit also, sorry, is GridX. I need to GridX / grid. I also need Dojo store, before Dojo store, GridX / core / model / cache / sync. And finally I need Dojo / store / memory. Okay, so I'm going to add those three: grid, memory, and sync. I think that we didn't call sync. To this sync I'm going to call the cache, because the documentation is being called cache, so that's what I'm going to call cache. And I think that this one is not completely needed or not always needed, but still doesn't matter. And here I'm going to say these children, I'm going to say new grid, and in here I'm just going to pass the parameters, and I'm going to say store. By the way, I haven't created this store, but I could create it doing this next: new store, and inside this store I'm going to add data, and I'm going to copy that data because it's too long. So in here we just added the store to the grid store, comma. Then I'm going to add the structure, which is basically how are going to be our columns, and then I'm just going to say field and ID. That means that this column is going to read from the field ID. Name, the name of this is the title, in fact, identity. I think that they should put title instead name, but it's okay, doesn't matter. And also for title field, in this case this ID refers to the ID of the data, and then I'm going to say title for the title of the data, and name title. Oops. And then I'm going to say field artist, and then name, artist. And here we go, this is the structure, and I think that we shouldn't start that. Let's try it to see if it works. I think that I should also run it. Next video I'm going to show you how to connect a grid and a form, and also how to and maybe after that video I also going to show you how to connect, or not to connect, how to make the grid auto editable. Let's open also the program. Code bug reference store is not defined. Storage not defined. Oh yeah, because it's memory in a store. I put it memory. Do it. Let's see. Yeah, it works. So here you have your first grid with a little store. Most of the time store and view are never combined, or you should avoid combining views and data, and all this is not going to be here because it's not part of the view. Basically it's part of the view, but it's not part I don't know how to explain it correctly, but the MVC, basically the MVC parent, basically the memory or the stores are the models, or part of the model, or basically the models handlers, in fact, because in JavaScript we don't have the concept of model doesn't exist too much, because in JavaScript JavaScript is not strongly typed, so that's why you cannot say this is going to be integer, this is going to be a string, this is going to be map. You cannot say that it's going to be another object, because an object could have or could be anything. It's completely amorphic. So right now I'm just going to create a store. In EXJS you create models, but mostly those models are for for validation, more than, yeah, that's mostly the purpose of any model. But I'm going to create a new folder and call it stores. Inside that store I'm going to create a new file, JavaScript file, and in this file I'm just going to call my store, and I want that you see this my store, because this one is not going to be a class declaration, it's going to be an object definition. Basically I'm just going to define a global object and just finish. And let's say inside this, the basic stuff, I think that you create a macro to do this, or a markup, something. Define here then function. So in here is going to be return. I think that I copy, right? No, I didn't copy. It's going to be this one. The other advantage of having the store separated from the views is that we can reuse the same store in another view, And also, yeah, it's a many-to-many relation. Many views can use many stores. And in here I'm going to say my store, and this my store should be referenced or instantiated from this. Instead of that one, I'm going to call app slash stores slash my store. And also for the cache, sorry, for the memory, and this cache is not being used right now, but it's going to be used in the future, so I'm just going to delete it right now. And I think that's okay. And this one needs the reference to Dojo store memory, and here just memory, and just save, and everything should work. Also, most of the time a store doesn't have the values hard coded in here. Most of the time you use a JSON REST store and get the data from the server, and after that just fill the table. In fact, you use a combination of memory, REST, and cache, because obviously you want to cache, you want to maintain data in memory, a lot of stuff like that. You are going to see that later, don't worry right now. So here we go, this is it. You see the data is in here. In next video, pardon, we are going to see how to connect those three to the let's see, do we have my store? Remember my store? Nope. This is let's do the next video better. I hope that you like it. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to share. Thank you.